Hey, welcome to the commission breakthrough video. We're going to go through how to use the traffic app, the watchers app, and the revision stats app. My name is Jake. I'm from the commission breakthrough team. Anyway, so let's start with the traffic app. It's pretty straightforward. What you do, you pick a niche, you enter it in this box here. So let's start with weight loss, and then you come down here, you select the time period you want to look in. So you can look at the daily traffic, weekly traffic, monthly traffic. Here I'm just going to pick daily traffic, and then down here it's going to report a score for the daily traffic. These numbers are from something I did before, so they don't matter for this. And then you hit go, and it will tell you how many daily views the weight loss article gets. So in this case it's 1,551, and that is a great traffic score. That's a lot of people looking at the weight loss Wikipedia article, which is good because that means you will get a lot of traffic from your link on this article. However, that's not really the full story here, and that's why we created the rest of these apps. So you should next click through to the Watchers app. Your niche should carry over from when you entered on the traffic app, but if it's not, you just type it in again and then hit go. And what this will do is it'll tell you how many people are watching the article, and these are people who every time they log into their Wikipedia account, they'll get a little notification that a change has been made on the weight loss article because they're watching it. And so these are people who are more likely to go in and edit the article and make changes. So the more watchers there are on an article, the harder it is going to be to have your links be stable. So ideally you want a low number of watchers, and here there's 125 watchers, and this is bad. So even though you had 1,551 people visiting this article every day, there's a lot of people watching it, which means it's probably going to be hard to get your link to stay on here. And then the next piece of information you're going to want to look at is the revision stats app. So again, weight loss is already entered there for you. You just hit the go button, and it will look at a lot of different things here. So we'll just go through them. First, you'll want to look at the total revisions number. So this is how many times the article has been changed over its entire lifetime. That now we'll see their time between edits. This is in days, so there's an edit on average every 1.1 days. That's a lot. People are editing this article almost every day, which you can see in the edits per month. There's about 27.5 edits. So again, you can see there's a lot of activity on the weight loss article, not surprisingly, because it's such a big article. So it's going to be a lot harder to get your link to stick. And there's a couple other things that are useful to look at. It tells you the number of edits in the last week were 8, so it looks like the last week was particularly busy. The edits in the last month, as opposed to the edits in the average month, edits in the last month were 38, so again it was a pretty busy month last month. And then the number of users, this is the total number of people who have ever made an edit to this article, is 1,360. Again, that's a pretty high number of people. A lot of people edit this article, and each user on average makes a little under 2 edits right here. So again, that's a pretty high number. These users are active, and they're editing this article a lot. There's a lot of people who really seem to care about what's on here, so it's going to be hard. It's going to be harder to find something that fits with everyone, because again, it only takes one person to change your link for it to come down. And then the edits by the top 10% of users, there's 1,115 edits were made by the top 10% of users. And if you compare this to the total number of edits, you can see that it's about half of the total number of edits that have ever been made to this page have only been made by 10% of the users. So what that means is that there's actually a lot of people who are really dedicated to kind of keeping this article up and keeping it to the exact standards that they would want to see it in. So even though when we looked at the traffic statistics, it was great, you can see in the watchers and the revision statistics that it's probably not going to be worth your time to make a page that's going to link to the weight loss Wikipedia article, because there's so much changing all the time. It's going to be impossible to make a link that stays there for any amount of time to justify the effort.